I am not a financial advisor, and I never give financial advice on this channel. 100% of this content is for entertainment purposes only. Hello everybody, hope you're all doing well. It's Lane here with MetaShackle, and I just wanted to do a quick update going over my XRP and my Bitcoin charts. This isn't going to be a full video, it's just something really quick. As you well know, the price has broken out this morning and we have seen some incredible momentum to the upside. Taking a look at the XRP charts right here, this move to the upside may very well have invalidated this inverse head and shoulders pattern I talked about a few videos ago, which I believed was very likely to come down here and sweep this previous low like this, or potentially landing in this area right here. Now we very well could see price come down to those levels, but at this point, this head and shoulders pattern is very close to being invalidated, and may likely already have been invalidated, but I will be watching it. But even more important than that is the fact that the XRP price has, in fact, broken through the order blocks right here on my chart. I suspected that it might be possible early this morning that at the most opportune moment, the institutions who are likely behind these order blocks would pull them. As you often see in trading, they will build a wall to make you think one way, and then they will pull it out at the last second when you least suspect it. But we are now trading above the upper trend line of this entire wedge pattern, which is an incredibly bullish sign on the pattern that we see here on this lower pattern, as well as the overall pattern, because that's what this trend line is right here. It connects to this point right up in this area here. This one definitely got off somehow. But we are not only trading up above the triple order blocks, up above the upper trend line, but we have just punched through the 200-day moving average. So this will be an area that we want to watch, because XRP has been ticking through all of these roadblocks, and it still has quite a few to get through, with the toughest of them all being right here at this bearish order block on the daily centered at about 240, as well as being crowned by this bearish SIBI right here, which is centered right around that 248 range. So this will be something that we're going to want to watch moving forward. And I'll also be doing a video later tonight about the XRP breakout chart. I know that many of you have been very curious about it. I just haven't had enough time available to actually update that chart. I was going to do an update last night, but I was so exhausted I literally just passed out. And then this morning, I was doing my exercise routine throughout the morning, then went out to get a little bit of lunch, so I literally completely missed what has happened this morning. But I can tell you, with what I was expecting to see with this inverse head and shoulders pattern here, I was caught completely off guard, and I absolutely was not expecting this to happen in the way that it unfolded. I was expecting to see this breaking up eventually, but just not this quickly. So just so everybody out there is aware, I am not perfect. I do make mistakes, I do miss things, I'm human just like everybody else, so keep that in mind. Flipping over to the Bitcoin chart, the inverse head and shoulders has absolutely been invalidated. On this chart, it's trading well above the upper trend line as we speak, has broken both of the bearish order blocks here, and is now trading in the area just above the cup and handle rim line, which is the purple line you can see right here. Looks like it's showing a little bit of weakness right now. And even if it does fall back down here to retest off of this upper line, or perhaps down here into the equilibrium zone, just the fact that price was able to punch through this right here is a very good sign in terms of bullish momentum. So we very well could see price come back down and retest into this equilibrium zone. But what we would want to see is a full body candle with the wicks included trading above this cup and handle rim line right here in purple, which we haven't seen at this point. Even if that occurs and price falls down, that would be an incredible sign, which would be a step up from merely just punching through and falling back down, as it would make it very likely that even if it does come down to retest some of these areas, it would be much more likely to break out to the upside again. We also have a bearish order block right here centered at roughly that 111,380 range. But if the momentum continues, it will likely punch right through that, just like it did these two with this upper one right here being on the daily chart, and it just went right through it like it didn't even exist. For some reason I don't have this one marked, but it does look like it is on the 4-hour chart. So I just wanted to go over that stuff really quickly to just kind of give you an update. I will be doing a video later this evening in regards to the XRP breakout chart and going over it. At this point, it has not been invalidated. But if the price does not break out of the wedge pattern within the month of June, in my opinion, that in itself would invalidate the chart. But we're not quite to that point yet, and we still have about 3 weeks to go. So keep your eyes out for that video later, especially if you're an XRP holder or have been curious about that chart, as that should answer your questions. For additional information and exclusive perks, do consider joining me on Patreon. Thank you so much for watching this update. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Good luck to everyone and have a great day.